In doing your crafts in class, you're going to be doing gluing and taping and different ways to adhere your pictures together. So here are some tips and tricks that you can use that you don't have to just use white glue in order to adhere your pictures. You can use a liquid glue like this, which is like a dabber. And it has a little foam part on it, so when the children glue on, they're just gluing on from this. You can use a glue stick. Unfortunately, if you give a glue stick to a small child, this is what they're going to do. They're going to mush it all around, and they're going to have a big glob of glue. Another thing, using the white glue, if you give a child a big thing of glue like this, they're going to take and they're going to have a big puddle of glue in their picture. So some easier ways to do it are to use something like this, which is photo mounting squares, and they just pop up as a little square that has adhesive on one side. You can stick it onto what you want to glue it onto. And then the children just have to peel off the little blue strip, and that leaves the white strip for them to then glue down. In this example, we have several squares that need to be glued onto our quilt. These are the fruits of the spirit. So they would have their little dot on here, and then the child can just stick it on where it goes. Another thing you can use is double-sided tape. And this is tape on one side, and then it also has a backing on it so that when you, this is really nice because it just tears off, and you can put it on the square for the child. Then when the child gets it in class, they just have to peel off the backing and they can stick that one on. You can also use what's called a tape runner, and this will just, you would do this for the child, so then they have a sticky part that they can then glue on. It's going to go in the middle there. Now if you really want to use the white glue, an easy way to do it so that the child is not having control of the glue bottle, but yet they still have control of their glue, is if you give them a piece of paper, and we'll just turn this around, and you give them a little bit of glue on their paper, then they can take a cotton swab, dip it into the glue, and they can actually put the glue where they want it. And they can glue their piece on. Or they can put their glue on the piece and then glue it on. Now, the only thing about putting the glue on the piece that you're going to put onto your big piece is that then they're touching it and they're going to be getting glue on their fingers. So my recommendation is to put it on the piece that is on the table, to put the glue on there, and then they can put their smaller piece to glue it on top. Then what's nice about this is that you've just got your little puddle of glue, you've got this, and you just fold it up and you throw it in the trash. And there's not puddles and puddles of glue all over their project. So a way of gluing lots of pieces, different ways, experiment, see which works best for your class and your age group.